Hello again, and welcome once more to my study. I haven't been here for a bit, have you? But usually when you do come on with a book, and here I am, yet again, as ever, The Haunted Places of Hampshire by Ian Fox, 1993. It's full of stories and illustrations of places. Quite a few cottages and historical places, houses, country houses, legend things. I've just opened it at this one. 3 ghosts haunt the Angel Hotel in Lymington High Street. Lymington. Let's have a look. In Hampshire. The Angel Hotel. Look at that lovely balcony there. See that lovely there, that covered balcony. The servants call the old servants carrots at the top. Let's have a look. Let's have a mooch. See what's to do. And have a little lubrication before we commence. Lymington. Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. The owners of the Angel Hotel in Lymington High Street proudly point out that it is one of the town's oldest inns. Certainly the building was there in 1675. It was known as the George in those days, not from deference to a sovereign. The first King George came to the throne nearly 40 years later, but probably after St. George of England it was named. By 1756 the name had changed to the Angel, and Lymington was fast becoming an important coaching station. Stagecoaches regularly rattled into the coach houses behind the Angel, their occupants seeking refreshment or rooms at the inn, while sweating horses were taken to rest and graze at the Nag's Head field. Many a coachman must have lodged at the Angel after a tiring journey over the rough New Forest tracks, which may explain why one of their number still haunts the hotel. The phantom coachman of the Angel appears very early in the morning, sometimes just as dawn is breaking. It's a classic time for ghosts, just in the changing of the light. As day turns to darkness, as darkness turns to light. Just early, sometimes just as dawn is breaking when the coachman appeared. Those who have seen the apparition standing in the kitchen window described it as a shadowy figure which appears to be staring out into the yard. Nobody knows who he was in life, nor why he kept his vigil at dawn. Another ghost that has appeared on numerous occasions, the Angel, reflects Lymington's long maritime history. Shipbuilding has been carried on here for centuries. Edward III's invasion army was transported to France in 1345 by a large fleet constructed at local yards. The town once rivaled Southampton as a port, and merchant vessels used to bring cargoes from all over the world to Lymington. It is hardly surprising that the spectre of a seafaring man haunts the Angel. Nobody warned a relief manager about this when he moved into the hotel for just 2 weeks, so he was thoroughly startled by by the sudden but brief appearance of a tall grey-haired apparition at about 11:30 one night. Only when he recounted his experience did he learn that others have often seen this ghostly figure with its distinctive naval coat, a brass button to the neck. The third ghost of the angel is said to be a young girl with fair hair falling around her shoulders, wearing a white dress. She appears on the second floor of the hotel, but nobody knows her story. An unusual oral haunting was reported by a woman in 1966 visiting the angel with her husband, whose brother, Mr. McKinley, was its manager at the time. She left the two men chatting in the bar and retired early to bed on the first night at the hotel, but the constant irritating noise of a thumping piano prevented her from sleeping. It came from the old assembly hall adjoining her bedroom, and when Mr. McKinley came to say good night soon after midnight, she remonstrated with him for allowing the disturbance so late at night. That's the bird clock sounding off 8 o'clock. It's the cuckoo. There's a different bird on the hour. Splendid fella. Thank you so much for that interlude. Minor though it was, but pleasant all the same. The ever-presence of natural history in the background, shall we say. Anyway, Mr. McKinley, where were we? Came to say good night, and she remonstrated with him for allowing the disturbance of the thumping piano, remember, so late at night. The sound had been so clear that she refused to believe the puzzled manager when he told her that there was no longer a piano in the assembly hall. Battered beyond repair, it had been taken away to be scrapped just the previous day. And when, at her insistence, the two men immediately unlocked and searched the hall, they found it completely deserted. Had she heard the final performance of a ghostly pianist whose beloved instrument has gone forever? There we are. Haunted Hampshire. Let's have a last look at the Angel pub. There it is, look, where those events happened. Look at that. See, the architecture, it looks really old and certainly interesting and inviting too. Let's have a look. The haunted places of Hampshire. Ian Fox, okay. And there, look, there's an apparition there, just to the side of the mantelpiece there, see it? There we go. Such ghostly events contained therein, within the covers. There we are. Until we meet again, keep the kettle busy. Farewell for now. Bye-bye.